Hi, I'm Amelia Ford. We are Amelia and the Earharts, and this is Waupaca Local Live. Looks to me like a free pink house. This catnip box dropping dough for dough. Looks to you like some cat chase mouse and you wouldn't go. I'm looking, asking myself which blouse fits. Not if I want more spaghettios. If it's a crapshoot out with these girls, then I'll take a roll. Cause I wanted to enjoy not being on the pity side, not sitting on the goodbye long cried dog died under a good written sky. Pour me to a boy, not even one. I got it like I wanna dream about tonight, so that my life been ticking and waiting or breaking on the pity side. Couple of kings maybe at the couch, I could be easy at the whack-a-mole. Gawked at the jocks cause they like my outfit, Pinocchio's. Left one's dreamy, the right one's armpit cracks like a duck and he's on a roll. The dumb's sure fun and sun, we're guns about it, so boo your nose. Girls are buzz, I wanted to enjoy not being on the pity side, not sitting on the goodbye long cried dog died under a good written sky. Pour me to a boy, not even one. I got it like I wanna dream about tonight, so that my life been ticking and waiting or to breaking on the pity side. Missing the pretty side. When I pass by, oh, that's why. See, she tried, she cried. Maybe a baby bird inside her den, I just wanted to enjoy not being on the pity side, not sitting on the goodbye long cried dog died under a good written sky. So born to boy, not even one. I got it like I wanna dream about tonight, so that my life been ticking and waiting on a breaking on the pity side. I wanted to enjoy not being on the pity side, not sitting on the goodbye long cried dog died under a good written sky. So pour me to a boy, not even one. I got it like I wanna dream about a night, so that my life been ticking and waiting or to breaking on the pity side. Missing the pretty side.
Welcome to Waupaca Local Live. We are in the studio with Amelia Ford and her band, but they'll be back in just a little bit. You just enjoyed that first song. That was great. What's the name of the song, Amelia?
Pity side?
Pity Side. Tell me a little bit about that.
Well, quite simply, it's about dates.
It's about dates.
Lots of dates.
And not the fruit kind.
Right.
Although some of them may have been fruity.
Yes, yes, you're totally onto this. Quickly, suspiciously quickly. Do people have the same experiences or?
No, okay. It's just you.
Okay. And you know me well, okay.
Well, no, not really. We're just meeting, but I really like it when I feel a connection, and I do with you. So thank you for being here on the show with us. I like to start kind of at the beginning. So everyone always likes to know, where are you from?
Well, very much from Waupaca. I mean, like...
Born and raised?
Not, well, I guess I was born in Neenah.
Oh.
I'm looking at my mom.
Oh, Mom's in the audience. She's checking in. It was Neenah, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Raised in Waupaca, went to Waupaca High School, and just lived, like, right around the corner, so, yeah.
And now you live where?
Seymour.
Okay. So not too far away. Mm-hmm. Close enough to still come back and see family, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So how did this music journey start with you? When did you first know, I'm going to be a musician? And what came first? Oh, there's so many questions. What came first? Like, did you start singing? Did you start an instrument? And when did you first know that you wanted to do music?
Well, I didn't know I wanted to do music until about a year and a half ago.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah. I've always sung. My family sings, like everyone in my family sings. And my mom had me singing when I was really little, like 4 or 5 years old, for church things, little talent shows. And so I've always been singing. Started writing accidentally. I mean, really just 12, 13. I would get in these kind of emotional fits about my own little, like, child things, and I'd sit down and just write pages of things that rhymed that were kind of nonsensical. I wasn't trying to write poems. I wasn't trying to write songs. I was into rhyming and started doing that. It gradually worked into being something like poems, and I just memorized how to sing them a little bit later on, and learned guitar when I was 15 years old. So
wow, so that's amazing. So the writing starts, you just feel like you have this flow of words. Do the words, your songs have a lot of lyrics?
Yeah,
right?
Yeah, especially that one.
A little bit of your trademark. A little bit, would you say?
Yeah.
I haven't heard all of your songs yet. I'm looking forward to hearing more. But Pity Song, definitely.
Yeah.
There's like lyrics a million in there.
Yeah. Yep. I tend to get rambly and a little excess, and I think I enjoy it, or like you said, it's a little bit in my nature. So
I think it's awesome. I love it. So tell us a little bit about your creative process. That's something that really, as a musician myself, I love that the feeling of how a song comes in. And I know that the creative process is super different for everybody. Everybody's uniqueness sort of plays into that. What is that for you?
Well, every song's a little bit different, but the majority of the time, I just hear the hook. It just comes in. The hook of a song's like the catchiest part. I just hear it and start singing it, and sometimes it'll continue, and I'll just try to capture it quick on my phone, just whatever I got, even if the words are kind of. And sometimes I just have that hook, and later on I go back to it, and I'm like, okay. I start veering into what I'm feeling with it. So normally melody first, and then
and a little bit of the lyrics, like just that
lyrics.
catchy, either maybe it's the bridge or the chorus or something like that, and then you play off of that a little bit.
Yep.
That's super cool. Do you find that when a song comes in, like what kind of mood are you generally in when it happens? Or what's been happening sort of in your life, maybe? Those are 2 questions, by the way.
Okay. Okay, yeah. I actually appreciate you pointing that out, because who knows what would happen. Let's see. A lot of times words come with a lot of emotion. That's really the way they're the best too. I hate it when I have to sit down and finish a song and I'm like trying to get like, okay, you know, like technically speaking, trying to go into the words, like what should be here. I hate that. I love it when, you know, you're just heightened and you know what you want to say, and it's best to just say what you want to say. So
I love that. You're just heightened. It's like you're in that emotional flow. So does that make it challenging if a song starts to come in and you're feeling that flow, and then, so you're starting to feel that flow a little bit, and then say you can't finish the song right then for whatever reason. Is it hard to pick that back up later, and what does that process look like?
It's often difficult.
Or maybe songs just flow right in. Do they flow in start to finish within a short period of time?
A lot of times they will go start to finish. I started writing, I like it, I'm like, all right, let's finish it right now, and I finish it. And then probably the other half of the time, I just have that first bit or maybe the first half, and then I have to come back and do kind of the grueling as I see it. It's all work a little bit. You enjoy it, but it is like you have to take it seriously. Like it's a little bit work.
Yes.
And you have to be smart and analytical too about like not just anything goes here. It needs to be the right thing.
Right.
So I try to put the brain work in, and sometimes people like the parts that you hate. I've found that. I have a few songs that I'm like, I hate this
That's
section.
a strong word, Amelia.
And I guess. Well, we already established that I'm questionably questionably a lover. I guess an example of what I'm talking about is I've had some songs that I've had to finish really quickly. You know, I'm coming up on a gig, I need this done, and I just get in there. The idea of but you know, I haven't spent the time like obsessing like I want to. And then people come up and they're like, I love this line, or don't change anything about this song. And I'm like, are you kidding me? I was totally gonna come back to this. So that's kind of, I've had to think through of, okay, people are getting attached to the way it was. Might wanna keep it that way. So.
Well, and I think that that's interesting from the standpoint too, that when the song flows in, you're in that emotional flow, that emotional state, like you were saying, a heightened state, right?
Yeah.
And you think that the song needs work, but then you share it and people respond, and they're responding to that heightened state, I feel.
Yeah.
So it's interesting because I don't know, this is me just thinking, like the mind can sometimes come in and say, ooh, I think it would be better like this could rhyme a little bit more differently.
Yep.
But then the feeling maybe changes too.
And you create your own problems.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I could definitely continue to have this conversation for a really long time. It's my favorite area, really, and it's very seldom that we really get to dig in deeply. So I appreciate your taking us through your process a little bit. I'm curious. I'm going to look here because there's one thing that I want to ask you before your next song. That I just get a kick out of so much. Oh, I know what else I want to say before we get to that part. You're a very prolific writer. It says in your bio, I read your bio, and it says you have 50 plus songs. Now, let's do the math. So you started writing things that maybe turned into somewhat poetry, right? And then at 15, you learned how to play the guitar. So when did you think, you said it was just a year ago that you decided, I want to do this as a performance art, right?
Yeah.
So how does a person, because I think you're still super young, so how does a person your age write 50 songs and more keep flowing?
I actually wish it would maybe slow down. I find that the problem is I think of more things than I can handle and complete. Wow. So I have a lot of things that are not complete that drive me crazy.
That's amazing.
Well, you get overwhelmed by the data. It's genuinely how it is, at least how it is for me. I get overwhelmed by kind of just the mess of noise everywhere that I separate later on. But because I collect it all. I told you I save it all on my phone. So.
Yeah, that's the other thing. I don't remember if that was in your bio or where I saw that you, or maybe because we corresponded a little bit. So that would be the coolest folder to like have a listening ear.
And embarrassing, yep. It'd be really embarrassing because it's wherever I am. So we're like serious, like in the bathroom. Don't stop. Go, go, go. It doesn't matter. I'll be in the car. It kind of looks like chaos. Like, who's driving right now? It's not me. It's
because
just
when
wherever
the flow comes,
yep.
You have to go. Yeah, that's amazing. Okay, well, I think it's just about time for us to hear another song from you and your bandmates. Before we do that, what's your superpower? If you had one, what would it be?
Breathe underwater.
Ooh, that's cool. Breathe underwater. I love it.
I don't know what we're asking here. Like superpowers that we're asking? Okay.
Yeah.
All right. I always wanted to be a mermaid, like so hardcore. We went to the beach.
You have mermaid hair.
Thank you. A little unkept.
Oh, I love it. It's awesome. Don't get me going. Oh my goodness. Okay, breathing underwater. That's great.
Yes.
What's the next song you're going to share with us?
If it doesn't matter to you guys, I'd like to do Ivory and Ebony.
Ivory and Ebony. Very good. Let's do it. Let's bring your men back up and continue the show.
My bloodshot eyes, your American prize. An army is coming for me. My crispy rice, you're damn to see die. You always made the call, me to play. Honey, now I'm sinking, send them on their way. Call the whole brigade. Buddy, now I'm sinking, send them on their way. Call the whole, roll the stone away. Surprise, spiking ankles in the corners, don't talk what you see. Ivory and Ebony, you thought I'd die. You're trying to be bells at the corner once you finished with me. But every kick you need, got me free. them on their way. All over again. But now I'm sinking, send them on their way. Call the whole world is thrown away. Surprise finding angles in the corners, don't you like what you see? I'm real ebony, you thought I'd die. You're trying to pay bills with a quarter once you finished with me. But every kick you need got me free. Ah, yeah. I don't need your cool ignore. You walk the steps that bless the floor. Don't need your blessed mess, don't need your war. I know what it means to be. It took me a while to just meet me. When I think back, I still can't believe. Surprise finding angles in the corners, don't you like what you see? I'm real ebony, you thought I'd die. Trying to pay bills with a quarter once you finished with me. But every kick you need got me free. Oh, yeah. My bloodshot eyes, your memory cries, and army is coming for me.
We are live in the studio, Waupaca Local Live, here with Amelia and the Earharts. We're so happy to have you guys in the studio with us tonight. The show has been so much fun so far, and I'm really excited for this segment so that we can get to know your bandmates a little bit. Now, who is this host? It's so strange. I haven't even introduced myself. My name is Deb Gerke. The reason why is because my co-host, Marcy, she's not here tonight. She had to be with family, so let's give her a big mwah. Hello, Marcy, and can't wait till you're back for next show. But in the meantime, Deb Gerke here, going it alone. It's okay. It's okay. We've got this. Thanks for helping me through it, you guys. Okay. So, Amelia, I'm going to let you introduce your bandmates.
Okay. Brian Arthur. I don't remember where you live, Brian. Is it Oshkosh?
I live in Oshkosh now, yes.
We've talked about this a couple times. Great bassist, but I'm not allowed to say that. So.
I prefer mediocre.
Mediocre.
It's a live show, and we're not editing that, so.
Okay.
He prefers mediocre. I heard that. I respect that.
Maybe
but
exceedingly mediocre?
Yeah, I was thinking.
Let's go with that.
Great mediocre.
That's great.
And Kevin Lorenz. Kevin.
Hortonville.
Oh.
It's a secret. Where do you live, Kevin?
And he does the heartbeat, as I call it.
Nice.
So,
I agree.
yeah.
It's everything, isn't it? And actually, bass and drums are both percussion, really, right? I mean, percussion with a musicality, in a way, because you can do groovy bits with the bass, too.
I sure hope I'm being groovy.
I know,
what
it's
the hell
only-
else am I doing holding this thing?
Yeah, I know it's, mediocre and all, but I'm with Amelia. I think it's pretty great. When did you all start making music together?
Well, Brian and Amelia originally started to make music together, and I happened to hear them rehearsing one time, and Scott, who's Brian's brother, I said to him, I probably could do some stuff with this, but I didn't know if I had a lot of time because I play in other things too, and then Amelia was gracious enough to invite me to try out, and she's been stuck with me ever since.
Amelia's making a face
It was a
about
tough
that whole
tryout.
audition.
You just barely made it, just remember that.
Yeah, I know.
And so how long has it been then since you've been being Amelia and the Earharts?
A year?
Probably
Has it
about a
been that
year,
long?
yeah.
Nice.
I would say about a year.
Very good. Time flies when you're having fun, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. And you both, Kevin, let's talk with you first because here you are.
Yeah.
What's kind of been your musical history? How did this all start for you? You said you play with some other bands too.
Yeah, I do. I played probably 30 plus years with my brothers. I have 3 other brothers that play music also, and one of them I'm currently doing a Western swing band with one of my brothers.
Always percussion?
Yeah. No, I played guitar for
You do?
20 some odd years with those guys. Yeah.
Nice.
Primarily, we had 2 drummers in our family. So, my youngest brother Tim I let him play the drums, and then I played guitar and keyboard and different
That was nice
things.
of you to let him. I thought maybe there would be
Yeah.
some
Well,
like, coin flipping.
We could have wrestled a little bit, but he's bigger than I am. So, yeah, I've been doing it since the mid-'70s probably, playing out. So.
Very good. And Brian, how about you?
I grew up in Connecticut, Sandy Hook, Connecticut, and started playing then when I was 16. Eventually moved to Seattle, played there for a long time with a bunch of different bands for over the course of 16 years. And then moved here like 7 years ago, something like that. And I've played with a bunch of different people. So
Very good.
today, this is what? Tonight, and then tomorrow night with another band, and then Saturday night with a different band. So 3 days in a row, 3 different bands. It's a
Wow.
lot of fun. I don't know, it doesn't
That's
happen
amazing.
like that often.
You know,
but-
one of the other, that makes me think of another question I had. How often do each of you play music just for the fun of it, just for the joy of it? Not because you're practicing for an upcoming gig or trying to work out a new song or something like that, but do you have time to just play music just for the joy of it? Not that all of your gigs are joyful, so let's just set that as the precedent. But what about, when do you just have time to just play music?
Once a week, I don't know, I'd say for me.
Yeah?
And if I'm doing that, it's with the intention of writing something.
Oh, so you write also.
Yeah.
Very good.
So
Okay.
otherwise, it's like I've been practicing for this bunch of gigs we have coming
Yeah.
up. So it's like, all right, I better practice that stuff. Put
Right.
the fun stuff down and work.
It's all fun
basically.
though, right?
Well,
It's
yeah.
fun
I mean,
work.
I couldn't wait to come do this.
That's good. Awesome. What about you, Amelia?
It's hard to know exactly how often. I think I go kind of in waves. But it seems like when the guitar's sitting out, I kind of want to touch it, especially if I'm out somewhere, someone else's house, I think the impulse is stronger there because it's not your own.
Yeah.
But I tend to be kind of like Brian, where I know I have to work on something and I want to procrastinate maybe, and I'm going to just play for a while or play at the end, and that's where it's kind of like the enjoyment part. So.
Cool. And Kevin, do you have time to play just for the fun of it?
Yeah, I
Yeah?
do quite a bit.
That's awesome.
Quite often, if I go into the music store, I grab a guitar, and the next thing you know, there's 2 or 3 people. Amelia walked in the other day, and my brother was with us, so we did an acoustic half hour.
Oh,
probably
really?
of
Just a
playing.
jam in the
Just,
music
yeah,
store?
having fun.
See, I think spontaneous music is so amazing. Magic can happen when you allow that, right? Time
No,
and
are we
space
allowed
for
to
that.
plug a store here? Because this wouldn't have happened without one specific place. Like,
Okay,
we're
let's
all
do it.
connected because of Island Music.
Yeah.
Really?
Scott at Island
Oh,
Music.
We never would
oh.
have. This wouldn't have happened.
Yeah.
Yay, Island Music, Scott. Woo.
I wouldn't have met either one of you.
Best little music store north of the equator, I always
That's
say.
great. And you know what's funny? We lived in Hawaii. That part's not funny. It was really awesome and not funny. What's funny is there's Island Music there too, of course.
Sure.
But a music store. So when we came here and there's Island Music, I'm like, oh, there's so many things here that remind me of our island home. It's pretty interesting. That's just a little aside.
Sure.
But so when you get together to write a song, and Amelia, you have this come in, it gets downloaded into your folder while you're like, I guess you said in the bathroom or driving your car or whatever.
Right.
And then you work through the song and you've got your lyrics all set, the music is there, everything's ready. And it's ready to come to these guys. What happens next? How does that part go?
Well, sometimes I just start playing and they kind of just want to hear. Other times it's just a matter of getting down the basic chords so that there's some guideline to follow while they're listening, at least for Brian, not so much for Kevin, of course. He's like, keep it. Yeah, and then these guys, really, I'm just playing it and they're thinking and talking and they're putting it in.
She writes everything. I mean, the harmony, the melodies, her creation. Then I just add a bass part, write my own.
You just
Well,
add a
you
bass
know.
part. I mean, you have to be able to feel it.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, of course.
and he has to have a sense of your vision, right? He has to have a sense of, because you can listen to a song, but you besides just listening to it, you have to be able to feel it. I feel like you have to be able to feel what is this whole song trying to portray. It's more than just the lyrics and the melody, right?
I think the best part about what we do is that she doesn't say, do it this way. Or the whole point of us doing this as the 3 of us is that we get to do whatever we want, and we're all okay with that. No one's like, you're too loud, or oh, you're too busy, or you're this, too that. We're able to do what we want, and
That's
it works.
beautiful. I love that. Thank you so much for sharing that. I mean, that's completely co-creative, where each of you is really respected and held in the group as bringing your best parts forward. That's beautiful. I love it. So let's talk a little bit about the song that you've got coming up. Which song are you going to do next?
Outlaw Out Loud.
Outlaw Out Loud.
I know. Isn't
I
that a
like
little bit of a
it.
tongue challenge?
Yeah, don't ask us to repeat it like 10 times fast, because
Okay.
that won't go well. You, on the other hand, can say so many words very, very quickly, and they all come out. So tell us about this song. When did this one come in?
I think it was about a year ago, or a little more than a year ago. Sitting in my living room, drinking an entire pack of LaCroix. Like, I love LaCroix. It's bad.
Needed to be hydrated. Well, there are worse things, Amelia. I'm just saying. I mean, there are
I
worse
know,
things.
it is
Yeah.
just water. But yeah, I was drinking through a pack of LaCroix, and I actually wasn't planning on doing anything. I was just messing around and thinking, and this melody just came to me, and I decided to save it. And really, beyond that, if I hadn't saved it, it would be gone. That's how so many of these things are. I went flipping through my phone later on, and months later, and decided, hey, I like this one. This one's sticking out to me. Put some words on it, and really wanted it for my next gig. So
Really? So it was
Yeah.
kind of like, I've got a gig coming up. I want a
Yeah.
new song. This is it.
well, when you think you have a new sound, you know, the newest thing is always the best thing in your mind. And so
That's
it's
so
like,
true.
I can't
Yeah.
wait to get something else out there. And it's actually a great it's like a great delusion, because it keeps you pushing.
It
stuff
does.
out,
It
so.
keeps you creating, for
Yeah.
sure. So what's the story in this one? Tell us
well,
the lyric story a little bit.
Sure. It's actually funny that you ask about this one, because I think this one's kind of the favorite, and maybe
Like a crowd favorite or a favorite amongst the three of you?
It's one of my favorite songs that she's
Yeah.
written. I just love it. Love the song.
Cool.
It's unique. Yeah.
I think people that kind of follow a little bit what we're doing, I don't have like a huge fan base, but the people that kind of know us and have heard this stuff, they tend to like this one. It's about vulnerability, and I wrote it thinking about the last year or so of playing out, and realizing one time I was behind the mic and I was like, I'm behind the mic and I am saying stuff, and I must think it, because where did it come from? I had to have thought it at one point, so now I'm here to say it. And it was so exposing, the realization. And I felt this like temptation to say, you know, I don't want to do this. I don't want to stand up there and have people think things about me. You know, I have to go home at night and sleep, and what are they going to think? And I realized, you know, if I'm going to do this, I got to make an exchange here. I got to trade safety in order to gain the chance to be influential, meaningful, even powerful. And I just had to begin the process of rejecting, I think, a core part of who I am, which is a person who wants to just be safe. So.
I am so, see, I never know why I'm asking a particular question at a particular time, but I'm really glad this one snuck its way in right here. Thank you so much for sharing that. We look forward to hearing the song. Thank you, Brian. Thank you, Kevin, for playing with Amelia and for being here. This is Waupaca Local Live, and let's hear this next song.
Okay. Clothes for your naked, like flannel make your skin anyway. And how do you make it? Every careful pose you painstake. Well, I'm writing it down, you think it inside. Well, dying, letting it else, no way to survive. And I'll fall, rain on my crown, you rain in your mind. We sound alike, but I say mine. So if you hear this song right now, I'm sitting in the middle of the crowd. Hate me, look me up and down. If you hear these words power now. If you hear it, call it out. Loud. Closed for vacation. Signs of never moving age. And how do you make it out? Yeah. Every careful pose you please take. I'm writing it down. You think it inside. Well, dying, writing it out. No way to survive. And I'll go rain on my crown. You rain in your mind. You sound alike, but I see mine. If you hear this song right now, I'm sitting in the middle of the crowd. Hate me, look me up and down. If you hear these words a sound, well, save your face. Who has the power now? If you hear it, call it out. See me deeply. I'm dirty black tree. No need to keep these words right now. These words right now. If you hear this song right now, hit me, look me up and down. If you hear these words a sound, well, save your face. Who has the power now? If you hear it, call it out. Loud. Loud.
This is Waupaca Local Live. We are in the studio with Amelia and the Earharts, and it has been a fantastic show. I hope you're all enjoying it as much as I am. Oh my goodness. I'm hosting tonight on my own. My name is Deb Gerke, and next time you see the show, my fantastic co-host Marcy Boku will be back in the studio with us. So let's talk about, first of all, I'm still kind of swimming in that last song. It really is just beautiful, honestly. Like, the feeling in there is so palpable, and it's raw. There's a rawness to it. I really love it so much, and I'm so happy that we got to talk about where that came from. That's beautiful. Yes. So let's make sure everybody knows where to find you. So where to find you, where to find your music, where to follow you.
Okay.
Everywhere. Like, where should we line up?
Well, it's not actually too complicated. So I do have one song up on YouTube. The last song we're about to play, so that's just one easy place that everyone knows to go to. But basically the updates are going to be on Facebook, on my music page. That's where I'm going to be sharing, when the website's finished, when the album's finished. That's really the most active place. I'm not on Instagram or anything, so it's just the Facebook basically.
And so what is your Facebook name?
Amelia Ford Music. So.
Amelia Ford Music.
Yeah.
Very good. Okay, so we're going to play a little game, guys. This is something we like to call Musician Madness. It's super exciting. I gave you a little bit of an in before. So basically, I'm just going to shoot questions, fast fire questions, and some of them are either or, and some of them might require you to think up your own answer, but make it quick and short. Are you ready? I'm so used to rapid firing with Marcy so that you have to ping pong back and forth, but it's all this way now. Here we go. We're going to start with you, Brian. Okay? We're going to go Brian, Amelia, Kevin, Brian, Amelia, Kevin. It might get really confusing if we went like that. We could try that.
No, please.
No, please
Okay.
don't. You'd get twice as many that way.
No, please.
Yeah, no, please. Okay, very good. Ready? Okay.
Do my best.
Here we go. Texting or talking?
Talking.
Cats or dogs?
Dogs.
She says matter-of-factly. Sometimes I digress a little bit. Veggie or pepperoni?
Veggie.
Me too. Wait, another digression. Me too. Okay. Brian, last song you jammed to that wasn't yours. Oh, and that wasn't Amelia's, because that wouldn't be fair either.
That wasn't mine or her. Dilla.
Nice. Very good. Amelia, nickname your parents used to call you, or maybe still do. Now remember, keep in mind they're in the live studio audience.
Well, my mom called me Sugar Plum, but my growing up nickname was Amy, and there's actually a good handful of people that only know me as Amy. So this Amelia thing's kind of weird.
I never knew you as Amy, so now that part feels weird to me.
Yeah.
But Sugar Plum.
I know.
Aw,
Yeah.
That's a keeper. I like it. Okay. Ready? Would you rather be able to speak every language in the world or be able to talk to animals?
Probably speak every language in the world.
I like that you pondered that for a moment. Very nice.
It's supposed to be quick, Kevin. Quick.
I'm old.
I said way more than one word. It's, yeah.
There's
I know.
nothing
We're-
quick about
We're breaking
me.
all the rules, but that's my favorite thing. So yeah, I just said that on camera. Okay, invisibility or super strength?
Strength.
Nice. Vinyl or digital?
Wow, that was slow rolling for me. Digital? I don't know.
You know, like vinyl records
Yeah.
or digital.
I thought you were going to say like linoleum next. And I was like, vinyl then. Because I don't.
Oh my gosh, there is always a first, and this is a first.
What's
this
that?
is. Yeah,
Yeah.
thank you so much. Oh
Violet
my
carpet.
gosh. We'll chat more later about vinyl records, a
Okay.
thing called a record player.
Okay.
She really is young. I didn't know quite how young, but she's young. Okay. Truth or fiction?
Truth.
Okay. Place you most want to travel but haven't been yet?
Africa.
I want to talk more about that, but we probably can't do it now. So, okay. Is double dipping at a party ever acceptable?
Unless I'm by myself.
Having a party of one? Party of one? It's okay to double dip.
No way. No way. That's nasty.
Okay.
It's even hard with people you really, really love. I'm a germaphobish kind, so you know it's like.
Me too. I'm always like. Yeah. Okay. Half full or half empty?
Half full.
Nice. Would you rather cuddle with a baby panda or a baby penguin?
A baby hippopotamus. Her name is Fiona. Google it. You will love this.
Yeah.
Don't take my word for
I
it.
know Fiona.
You know
I mean,
Fiona?
not personally,
Oh,
but yeah.
I wish you knew her.
I do too.
I can visit.
Oh, I so do. Okay, name one of the 7 dwarfs.
Sleepy? What does that tell you?
That's easy.
I should have said dopey, really.
Star Wars or Princess Bride?
Princess Bride.
Yes. Yeah, it's okay.
Okay, big dogs or small dogs?
Big.
You had said small, you would have been off the pan.
Yeah.
Shh, pay attention.
Sorry. I'm sorry.
Dreamer or doer?
Oh, man. Dreamer. Because how are you going to do anything? Sorry.
Oh.
Amen.
Shut it up.
Okay.
Okay.
What is your No, that's wrong. What is your ideal outside temperature?
65 degrees.
Ah, another high five. Really liking
Yeah.
that.
You didn't say 80. It was good.
Giving presents or getting presents?
Giving.
Nice. Oh, I love that this one's landing on you. Not skipping it. Make a high-pitched sound.
Eek! I was scared, okay? I'm going to get more scared and it'll really come out.
Impulsive or methodical?
Methodical.
Nice. Do you like the smell of skunk or gasoline better?
Skunk.
There's sort of a pattern as to who's getting what kind of questions. Have we noticed that? Climb a mountain or jump from a plane?
Climb a mountain.
Nice. If you were really hungry, would you eat a bug?
Sure.
What type of milk do you put on your cereal?
Almond.
Oh, nice. Truth or dare?
Dare?
Whoa, now that surprised me a little. Desert or rainforest?
Rainforest.
Mountains or ocean?
Both. I spent a lot of time in Seattle, so it's kind of both.
Right, same, Kauai. Mountains
both.
and ocean. Yes! I like how you break the rules, Brian. I like it.
You do pick the rules, Brian.
Amelia, if you could choose any music artist, alive or not of this planet anymore, to be your BFF, who would it be?
Alanis Morissette. I was supposed to say
Not
Alanis.
Elvis?
No.
Oh.
I'm supposed to say Alanis. Correction. If Mark Goldie sees this video, it's Alanis.
Oh,
Yeah, gotta pronounce that name right. I'm sorry.
okay. Go for it one more time.
Alanis Morissette.
Because surely she's going to watch Waupaca Local Live.
Right.
And she's going to be like, oh, you look like my sister. Yeah, we're besties. Yay. Oh, my goodness. Okay, we're almost done, guys. I know it's grueling. Phew. What's something you could eat for a week straight?
Pork.
Okay.
I like
He
pork.
picked veggie pizza, so I find this a little interesting.
I just don't like
Oh. Let's see, dark chocolate or milk chocolate?
Dark.
Ooh, love that this is landing here. Your songwriting journal, paper or computer?
Now it's computer.
But there was some paper involved?
It used to be all paper, yeah.
I mean, I'm glad you could answer that because the whole vinyl digital thing was, you know. Okay, city or country?
country.
Nice. All right, and let's see, one more here we're gonna land. What sound does a seal make?
You don't know?
You're great.
And last but not least, Amelia, interview or interview?
What's the difference? What? What?
Well, an interview is kind of like what we're doing.
Okay.
And an interview would be sort of like introspection and getting all deep, you know.
Oh, well, definitely that one.
Interview.
Yeah.
Very good. You heard it here first, folks.
Oh, I see now.
Interview.
It's like, this appears to be the same word. And I didn't know.
Thank you. That's
Yeah.
because of my local accent. Interview
Yeah.
or interview.
Gotcha. Definitely interview.
Very good. Very good. All right. That's all I've got. That's it. So tell us about your next song.
Wow, this is mediocrity. This is about my thoughts and emotions about my former husband, and thinking about how if our situation had been just a little bit easier, just I would have loved to have seen it last. Really wish it would have lasted, and wouldn't have mattered to me what we had done or not done, or if life was boring. I wanted to stay with him.
That's beautiful. We look forward to this song. Thank you so much. Live in the studio, Waupaca Local Live. This is Amelia and the Earharts. Thank you so much for being here.
I've been disappointed, I could have lived with that. I've been bored, clock watching, wondering where you're at. I wish for blossom, flowers and rings, lived every day and reminiscing, but the overlooked I was overlooking it, except one thing. one thing. If you'd only try to harder, if you'd been a better liar, if on a rainy Wednesday you'd been a bit discreet, I'd have followed you forever. I planned on leaving never, and never mind the other things. If you were here with me, I'd have gladly left in mediocrity. I had dreams standing still, but I just unattached. I never felt that you were close, I couldn't fill the cracks. I wish for small laughing voices and kisses, but who needs all of that? Enough was a brief talk, a short courtesy walk. Damn it, the one place just lacked. If you'd only try to hide her, if you'd been a better liar, if on a rainy Wednesday you'd been a bit discreet, I'd have followed you forever. I planned on leaving never, and never mind the other things. If you were here with me, I'd have gladly left in mediocrity. I almost wish I had never known. I'd have stayed right there and loved you so. Stupidly loved you so. If you'd only try to hide her, if you'd been a better liar, if on a rainy Wednesday you tucked it up your sleeve, I'd have followed you forever. I plan on leaving never, and never mind, those things. If you'd only try to hide her, if you'd been a better liar, if on a rainy Wednesday you'd only thought of me, I'd have followed you forever. I plan on leaving never, and never mind the other things or what people would see. I'd have gladly lived in media. I would have gladly left. Would have gladly lived in mediocrity. I would have had you with me, and I could have lived with that.